Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Main Street Talk Podcast, your go-to podcast for all things Walt Disney World related, all the news and the updates on all the parks, the refurbishments. My name is Nick, and as always, joining me is Joni.
Hello, everyone.
So I don't know about where you guys are at, but where we're at, summer is hanging on tight. It is 90 degrees out here every day, and I am ready for fall weather. And it's just not coming.
Well, you can get fall weather if you just come down to the lower level because it's cold down here. Right now currently have a little space heater on me.
We record in our basement, and
it's a finished basement, but nonetheless, it's cold.
It's chilly because the air conditioner seems to blow. All the vents are closed, but the air just seems to blow out very hard. Even I don't know how to fix it, but it's cold down here. But I'm ready for fall weather. I've hung out the Halloween lights and got all the pumpkin light out and everything.
Yeah. Have our little Mickey pumpkin face in the window.
We have the Mickey
on his little skeleton body.
Yep. That's new this year. I found that at Walgreens. I had to buy it.
Yeah.
We're going to be kicking into Halloween extra hard this year because guess what Disney did this week?
Well, I am going to gander a guess that it has something to do with the big wide open ocean.
Yes. Something to do with the high seas. And myself as a travel advisor didn't even know this. This was a complete surprise by Disney. So from September 19th through September 25th only. So by the time this is airing, this will air on the 22nd. You only have 3 days left from the time this airs. Disney has knocked off 40% of cruise prices on select sailings from October 17th through December 19th. Mm. So what Joni and I did, we booked one.
We sure did.
We got on and we said, we can't pass this deal.
And I did not have to pay my travel agent.
Well, nobody pays their travel agent. It's all included in the price.
That's right.
Free service. But anyways, yes, we saved about $1,100 with this 40% off.
Yeah.
Just for the two of us.
Yep.
So we booked a cruise. We're going to be going on the Disney Dream on the Halloween cruise.
Yeah. And I know in a previous episode, we were talking about, getting opinions on being our first cruise, like if our listeners would do a
regular
themed cruise or a regular cruise. And we just kind of bit the bullet and here we go.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
I started looking at prices and I was like, we're saving $1,100. Now this is the staterooms there's restrictions on them.
Right. They choose.
You cannot choose your own. Payment has to be done at the time of booking. It's non-refundable, but you can still buy travel insurance and all that. So if you want to book this, and I suggest you do, because we jumped right on it, contact me, nick.garcia@academytravel.com. And you can even come on the Disney Dream with us on the same sailing as us. And we can be trivia partners.
Yeah, that's right.
A little pirate night together.
Yeah, that's right. We're already looking for our costumes. We're excited about it.
So yeah, that grabbed, I think, everybody by surprise. You don't see Disney doing 40% off of anything very often.
Well, and Nick always, before he approaches me with some sort of an excursion or travel, they're never really like surprises for me. I mean, well, they are because he'll do a lot of the research on it. And then, once he has all the questions that he knows I'm going to ask, then he'll approach me and ask me, what do I think?
I do write it in pencil.
So
yeah, contact me. That's just an amazing deal from Disney Cruise Line.
Mess it up.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, let's get into the news. The news is going to be a little different this week. We always start in Magic Kingdom. But this week, we got to start in Animal Kingdom.
Aww.
There's some sad news out of Animal Kingdom. So we'll get the bad news out of the way first.
Okay.
So Gino, the silverback gorilla, the most senior gorilla at Animal Kingdom, has passed away. He was 44 years old. So former Imagineer Joe Rohde, if you don't know who Joe Rohde is, he's a very famous Imagineer. Pretty much he built Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
He announced the passing on Instagram. And he wrote, in part, Gino the gorilla has passed away. He was the silverback leader of the gorillas at Disney's Animal Kingdom for a generation. Gino was a true alpha male. He was powerful, gentle, humorous, kind, and a patient partner to his minders. A great father and a great model for the young males in his life. So Gino has been at Animal Kingdom since the opening.
Since it opened, yeah. And he's got quite a few children.
Gino fathered 14 offspring.
Yeah.
And 2 of the daughters are still there.
Mm-hmm.
So, now in addition to this, I mean, this is terrible news. If you have not watched on Disney Plus, The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom, it's a Nat Geo / Disney Plus production.
Yeah.
It's a great series. Yeah. I mean, if you like Animal Kingdom, it's a must watch. But in season 1, episode 3, they have a special for Gino. It's his birthday.
It's his birthday party.
And they make him, they have a birthday party for him. They make him a birthday cake.
Yeah,
but,
they do.
The cake's made out of foods gorillas eat.
Of course.
And if you have not watched that, watch it. And also, the very first episode of the series, season 1, episode 1, is about baby gorilla Grace, which is Gino's offspring.
Yeah.
So we hate to
I think once we found that, we just binge watched.
Oh, we binge watched in like less than a week. And it was, and it's 2 seasons. So
it was ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah,
we watched it like it was our job. And then still did our job.
So yeah, sad news on Animal Kingdom, but those, and you find out if you watch that series how well these animals are taken care of there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're spoiled.
And yeah, they are. They're very well taken care of. And what is the longevity of life in the wild?
I don't know.
Anything of that?
I don't know.
I'm sure that because of the care and the maintenance and the treatments and whatnot that he may have outlived and the good diet, and
he may have outlived the
as if he was in the wild.
Expectancy.
I bet he did. Yeah. But he is massive.
Yeah.
His arms are, my goodness.
He's silverback, yeah.
Whew.
So, yeah, go check him out. Like I said, season 1, episode 3, and you get to see Gino's birthday party.
Yeah, and it is kind of comical because he gets into it with the kids. It's kind of like it's kind of like a human dad or a human parent with their children. Like
they bring the birthday cake out.
They keep pushing his buttons, and he's just like, oh.
All the other girls are looking like through the trees, like, what you got over there, Gino? But nobody messes with him because he's silverback.
Well, finally the kids come up.
Yeah, he kind of walks away.
He's like, whatever, I give up. It's cute. You guys should go watch it. And there's other animals on there too.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's got rhinos, it's got hippos,
and what you see a lot of in that series is, if you're at Animal Kingdom and you go to the Rafiki's Planet Watch, they have the veterinarian clinic over there. But they have a lot on that shows procedures done in that building.
Yes.
So and you see people in the back watching them.
I mean, I think one time somebody had thrown something in one of the tanks, and was it a turtle or somebody?
Something.
Yeah. I can't recall right off the top of my head because it's been a while since we've seen these episodes. But they had to go in and extract this out of the
stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. The most memorable one I think I remember was they had the giraffe. They had to do some work on the giraffe's foot. They had to file down his hoof or something.
Yes.
But putting a giraffe to sleep is not.
It takes an army.
It was like there was like 20, 25 people putting this thing to sleep because their necks can't bend.
Yes, you have to support the neck and they had to lay it down and just try to even just get it corralled into the area that it needed to.
Yep.
It was just, and if he wasn't going, then they gave up and tried another day. It was just a waiting game for a lot of those doctors.
They tried to lure him down this pathway so he would take the sleepy medicine or whatever it was, or no, to get him in position to get his foot. And he never, he was resisting the bait.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, I ain't going down there.
He knew.
So they had to put him to sleep.
But it is a really cute show. I mean,
it is.
They go basically through all the animals. I mean, I've seen the painted dogs. They have, something with that. It's so.
And these are, we ran into at Animal Kingdom the doctor and a couple of the cast members that are on the show. So a lot of them are still there.
Yep. When we took our grandkids, we were on the gorilla walk and the trail and ran into them. It was.
Yep. So go check that out. Gino's birthday party.
Yeah.
All right. Over at Magic Kingdom, the refurbishment of the Adventureland sign at Magic Kingdom is complete and all the props are back. So the sign was removed in early August and the structure has been reassembled and the brand new fabric sign was installed.
Oh, good.
And at Epcot, Disney released the full list of celebrity narrators for the Candlelight Processional at Epcot. The celebrity narrator tells the story of Christmas accompanied by a 50-piece orchestra, the Voices of Liberty, and a choir of cast members and community singers. New narrators this year include Constance Wu, Jennifer Garner, Henry Winkler, Brie Larson, and Cheryl Lee Ralph.
We still have yet to, you just said the Voices of Liberty. We still have yet to see them.
No, we haven't. We've never seen them.
No.
But we like, I don't know, our Epcot days are weird. Like
they are weird. There's just so much to do.
That's a big part.
And we don't even consume alcohol, but there's just so much to do.
There's so much to do.
So
and
much.
It's so
I mean,
big.
and you wouldn't think so, but there really, really is. I mean, if you want to look at everything.
If you want to get around every single country and every single nook and cranny in those countries, it's a 2-dayer at least.
Yeah.
And also at Epcot, Santa Claus is moving his meet and greet location to Communicore Hall for the 2025 Festival of the Holidays.
Oh.
For the last few years, he has met guests inside the Odyssey Pavilion. The meet and greet is scheduled to take place from November 28th through December 24th. And the times for Santa meet and greet are 11 a.m., 12:30 p.m., 2 p.m., 3:30 p.m., and 5 p.m.
And these are all Eastern times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these are all Eastern time, local to Disney World time.
Okay. I wonder why they're moving it from an indoor to an outdoor. So he's going to be outdoor?
No. He's in Communicore Hall. He'll be indoor.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So that's it for the news. That's it for park news. Sad news about Gino. But
wow. You don't have anything for Hollywood Studio?
Nothing for Hollywood Studios. I have some miscellaneous news, but that's it for the park news.
Okay.
So for miscellaneous, Disney has announced in early 2027 the refurbishment dates for the Disney Skyliner.
Okay.
So it will be closed January 24th through January 30th, 2027. And as always, when they close down the Skyliner, the buses run from those Skyliner resorts. So if you're planning on 2027, they have not released the dates yet for domestic customers. I think they have for international, but just keep that in mind if you're staying at the Skyliner. January 24th through January 30th, Skyliner will be closed.
Do they run extra buses when that's down? Because those buses can get pretty
full.
And those Skyliners are so convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, having that central hub right there is just...
I don't know.
Because you can use that to get to any park other than Animal Kingdom. You have to take a bus there.
The Skyliner?
Yeah.
Skyliner goes to Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
That's what I mean. You cannot use a Skyliner to get to Animal Kingdom.
No.
You
Right.
have
Yeah.
to use a bus.
You have to use a bus.
But what I'm saying is that those Skyliners are relied upon very heavily. For traffic flow.
Yeah.
So I wondered if they're going to have extra buses.
They could.
I bet they do.
They could. We found out the hard way when we went to Jollywood Nights. Before our Animal Kingdom stay, we stayed at Pop. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we could go to Jollywood Nights for the Skyliner.
Yep.
Took the Skyliner there. Didn't take it back.
No.
Because they don't stay open for Jollywood Nights.
No, they do not.
So we had to get on a bus, which was fine. But
it was very packed.
It was very packed. But that was the whole reason we stayed at Pop that night.
Yeah. But Pop's fun anyway.
Pop is fun. I like Pop. And also, miscellaneous news. This is big too. Florida residents can enjoy a specially priced 3-day, 3-park Walt Disney World ticket starting at $70 per day. It's starting price. So the total price would be $210. The ticket is valid for Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is not included in this ticket price. The special ticket can be used from October 5th through December 23rd, 2025. And the whole ticket holders are required to make a theme park reservation.
So, wait, back up. So you get 3 tickets.
3-day ticket.
Is that okay? Yeah. So you can visit any of those parks. You can make it a 1 day if you'd like to.
Yes.
But still, that is really inexpensive because if you just add in your Magic Kingdom ticket on top of that price, it's still cheaper than buying all 4 tickets.
$210 for those 3 parks is pretty, and that's starting price again, but still.
But you do have to have a reservation for those 3 parks.
Yep.
Now, normally that is not required, but in this instance,
for this ticket, it is. There are
because we get questions sometimes about do I have to reserve my park day, and that is no longer a thing.
Normal date-based tickets, that is correct. There are some tickets you still have to, and this is one of this. This is a perfect example.
Of those. Yeah. But just like anybody contacting you does not need a reservation.
A regular date-based ticket, no, they do not. If you're traveling from wherever,
so I
Ohio,
wonder what constitutes the difference in pricing there. If you're saying it starts at what's included with the other ones.
The days.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Just like a normal.
Just normal tickets.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And also to go along with this, Florida residents can take advantage of Disney World Hotel offer for the winter of 2025 with nightly rates starting at $129. Now, that $129 is going to be for All-Star Sports, and it'll go up from there depending on what resort you stay at. But these are good. most nights from November 16th to November 29th, and most nights from December 12th to December 25th. You must be a Florida resident to get this price, and the credit card or payment method that you use must have a Florida billing address. A minimum stay 1 night, maximum stay 14 nights. Mm-hmm. In this next bit of news, I'm going to age Joni and myself.
Wait a second.
Here.
So you can get those 3-day tickets. I'm trying to put together a little package here. So if somebody wanted to do those 3-day tickets and stay at one of the hotels, that would be like a perfect vacation package because
mix and match them.
You're getting discounts on the park tickets as well as the discounts on the hotel.
Yep.
Hey,
Florida residents.
We should move to Florida.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, because I guess that would be specific for Florida residents, but yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'm going to date Joni and I here. Do you remember the Muppet Show?
You've been dating me a long time.
I have been dating you a long time. It's the best decision.
Do I remember
of my life.
the Muppet Show? Yes, of course.
The Muppet Show was on Sunday morning. Well, a lot of people maybe listening to this don't remember it.
Oh, you mean like they know the Muppets as in today's Muppets?
No. The weekly Muppet Show that was on when you and I were kids.
Of course.
It's coming back. Well, hold on. Before you get too excited, Disney announced the return of the Muppet Show on Disney Plus in 2026.
Okay.
It is a one-night special to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the show. The last episode of the Muppet Show aired in 1981. People online are hopeful that this is a big success. And
well, yeah, because then they'll keep
they make this a thing.
I think I'm going to have to bust out the VCR and tape it. We got to go buy some VHS tapes. Where do you get those anymore?
Disney has not said.
The pawn shop? You got to go buy them at the pawn shop?
They have not said anything about continuing it, but the special will be on in 2026 to celebrate the 50th anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to watch that when I was little.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah. What were you, like 2?
Well, I think they showed reruns, for a while after that. But I totally remember it. It was like a variety show. Like a Carol Burnett show. I'm dating myself again.
Yeah.
But like a Carol Burnett show with Muppets is what it was.
But you know what? Hey, I think I've seen every episode of The Golden Girls, so whatever. We've watched a lot of little sitcoms all the way through, so why not children's programs? I used to love Fraggle Rock.
I watched Fraggle
Rock. And My Little Pony and the Smurfs.
I watched the Smurfs. I did not watch My Little Pony.
Well,
all right. Well, that's it for the news.
Okay.
That was kind of a lot. It didn't look like it was going to be that much on paper here on my screen, but went through it.
Yeah. Well, those vacations packages are pretty
they're very detailed. Yeah. Contact me. We'll get you booked, especially for that cruise, man. That's big news.
Yeah, we couldn't pass it up. Now, we do have a cruise planned for next year, which we thought was going to be our first Disney cruise, and then this popped up. And Nick says it's only good for a week. And I was like, he goes, am I pulling the trigger? So that's what we did. So it should be a good time, though.
Yeah, we will definitely report back on our first Disney cruise for sure.
And we did put in, we're getting a veranda.
Yep, getting a veranda room. Yeah. It was, if you wanted to get the inside stateroom, it was really cheap.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't care. But with this trip coming up and then us taking a granddaughter soon, and then we got a Universal trip coming up later this year.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if we were going to be keeping our first cruise we had scheduled, which it's still there. We haven't pulled the plug on canceling. Yeah. But in the event that we do end up canceling that one to substitute something else, I just kind of wanted the experience and the reporting for the verandas.
Yeah.
So, but I certainly don't mind the inside staterooms because aren't those the one that have the port windows that have the little programs going across them?
Yeah, they have like the port windows or like, I think there's like not like cartoon programming, but like a starfish will come by and, stuff like that.
Yep. And, and I think sometimes they put on there, if I'm not mistaken, they put on there a view of the front of the boat.
Yes, I think they do.
So it always looks like, so it's not like so dark in your room. You can have the water and you can shut it off if it's annoying when you're sleeping or
turn
whatever.
It off. But I've been on an inside stateroom on the Royal Caribbean and they're fine, if you're not going to be in your room much because there's so much to do on a cruise ship, but they are dark.
Yeah.
Very dark, very small. Yeah. But they're fine, because you're not in your room much anyways. There's so much to do on those boats.
Yeah. Well, and then they have another thing that I thought would be kind of neat. And eventually we'll try out most of these, if not all, throughout the time that we're doing these. But they have those big port windows that have the padding in it that you can actually sit in.
Yeah.
That would be really
Ocean
cool.
view rooms. Yep.
That would be neat.
Yep.
Those are gigantic.
Yeah.
And I've seen some people that have the little sticky things that look like jack-o'-lanterns that they'll stick
on
up
their windows.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's kind of cute. So, okay, well, good deal.
All right. Well, let's move on to Spotlight on Attraction. What do we got this week, Joni?
Oh, this week we're going to talk about Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Joni's favorite princess.
And speaking of this, actually, I just today purchased not a costume, but it's kind of some pieces that I put together that can be worn outside of this adventure that we're going to be going on. But I'm going to dress as Snow White for our Halloween night.
Yep.
I've got a yellow skirt, a blue top, and a red bowed headband.
So I got to be a dwarf. I'm still figuring out which dwarf I'm going to be.
I told him he should be sleepy.
It's sleepy, dopey, or grumpy or perfect fits for me.
But sleepy may be in the room during the party. I don't know. So I'm still up for debate on whether I'm going to get a wig or not. I have blonde hair. It's very long. It looks more like Rapunzel-y than Snow White. But I'm undecided, and I'm a little leery about getting the spray color that's supposed to be washable. It's not like blonde. It's got some darker tones to it, but I'm just nervous about it. I don't do anything crazy to my hair.
I told her just cut her hair and dye it.
Yeah, that's a little.
And then when we're done with the Halloween cruise, we'll just try to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah, and then the next night when I dress as Cinderella, then I'll in my blue dress with my blue headband and black choker, then I'll be like, I need my hair back. So anyway, today we're going to talk about Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in Fantasyland. It's an indoor-outdoor roller coaster type ride in a swaying mine car. You travel through rolling countryside and into a diamond mine of the Seven Dwarfs and features sharp turns, sudden drops, and stops. The height requirement is 38 inches. Kids under 7 must be accompanied by a person of 14 years or older. The ride consists of 5 trains, with each train having 5 cars. 4 riders per car with 2 per row. So basically 20 riders per train. And they have 5 trains. So it shuffles through pretty.
That's pretty good capacity.
Yeah, it is. So I will let you guys know that if you're prone to motion sickness and whatnot, the front of the cars is going to be the least intense, and the carts near the back sway more. They put sway in quotes.
Yeah.
So they're going to be more of a rocky motion. Mm-hmm. And it does say expectant mothers should not ride.
Yeah. I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, but I think that's good advice.
Well, there's lots on here that I've not mentioned this, but when you think of Seven Dwarfs, you're like, oh, that's okay for me to go on. But
it's a roller coaster.
So I thought I would specify this one just for those moms who are expecting, who might think that it's mild enough, but it really does say you should be like, you're not going to put a pregnant mommy on Tron or
Space
I don't know,
Mountain.
maybe you are. But anyway, this is a single pass ride, which means it's a standalone purchase that is separate from the lightning lane passes. So you can either purchase a single pass or stand in the standby queue in the regular line. Accessibility is that you must be able to transfer from a wheelchair or your electric scooter and transfer into an access vehicle that is available. It is an action figure ride, and I'm trying to remember in the ride where it's at. I think it's when you're coming down after you go up the hi-ho, and then
I think it's when you come out of there. Yeah.
You see the dwarfs in the shadows. I
think it's that first hill out of there.
Yes.
That's what's in my mind.
I think you're right, because that's what I was thinking too. So it is kind of cute. It's got you can see the silhouettes of the dwarfs climbing through the mine holding their lanterns, and you start to hear them singing.
Yep.
So super cute. Anyway, there is a action photo. The duration of the ride is about 3 minutes. It opened in Walt Disney World May 28th, 2014. So a little bit of bonus information is that before you embark on your mine train adventure, try your hand at jewel sorting, then wash them with water spigots that play tunes that you'll recognize. And when you come across a collection of wooden barrels, this is all in the queue as you're waiting to get in.
This is, yes. And go ahead. But I want to mention something at the end of this.
This bonus information I'm talking of is all while you're in the queue.
Yep.
So when you come across a collection of wooden barrels overflowing with the glowing stones, I don't know, I think there's 7 or 8 of them maybe.
The barrels, yeah.
Yep. And each barrel has to be being turned
I think at a pretty good
at
speed.
a pretty good rate of circling. And then it says to watch as the ceiling transforms above you.
If all the barrels get going at a
Yeah.
good enough speed,
Yeah.
something happens on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we've talked about this before in a previous episode about this happening.
It's hard to
It's
get
hard to
everybody.
get everybody to comply because not everybody realizes
There's a lot
or
of kids
knows.
that are just messing around with them.
Yeah.
And
Or they give up because you have to circle or you have to spin all of them at the same time.
Yep.
So, or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But we've seen it. It's there.
Yeah, we've seen it.
We've seen it.
And we've been there several times where
we're trying
trying
to
and it's just not
pep
happening.
rally everybody up to do it or whatever.
And it's just nobody's listening.
Don't scream at your neighbors if they don't want to participate. So
anyway,
that's what I have for. Oh, and the scene at the end, I just want to make a mention. The scene at the end when they're in the cottage and they're all dancing in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right before you get ready to get off of the ride.
Yep.
There's a little surprise over to the right. You
Yep.
see the cottage coming up. Notice, just look at the front door
Yep.
when you're coming by there.
The only thing I'll add to that is she was talking about the queue, which is a really, really cute queue. If you buy the Lightning Lane single pass, you will not see any of that. You won't get to experience any of that. Now, the flip side of that is this line gets very, very long.
Yeah. Despite them having 20 people per
yes,
train.
It's a very popular ride. I would suggest early entry. This.
Yeah. Okay.
Go right to it. If this is on your must do.
Well, we've done both. We've done Lightning
both.
Lane because
Yep.
I don't like always doing Lightning Lane on stuff because then you miss
the
some
queue.
of the stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
But as in some rides, like on Pirates, you can't witness when you get off the ride. You don't, or when you don't witness them playing chess.
The stalemate.
Yeah.
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 And
So
if you don't know what we're
you
talking
miss-
about, next time you're in line for Pirates of the Caribbean, ask a cast member to show you the stalemate of the two pirates.
Just say, "Where's the stalemate?" and they'll totally
Take
like,
you right over to it.
Yeah.
Won't tell you what it is, but
Yeah. Cool.
well, thanks, Joni.
Yeah, you bet.
Seven Dwarfs. It's
Of course.
it's one of my I like it. Yeah. I like it. And you get going on the roller coaster and then you stop you slow down heavily because you go into the cave with the dwarves. And
Before my dad retired, my mom used to. So I am one of 5 children. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers. And my mom would, before my dad retired, my mom would sing the Seven Dwarfs song.
is she really?
Yeah. She would put her own words in it.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to learn all of our names, my whole family's names right now, because I will say it to you. She would say, hi ho, it's off to work Dad goes with Jenny, Joni, Jill, John, and Joe. And we loved it. And she would just, maybe that's why I love
Maybe that's
Snow
why
White.
your Snow White's in your
I
head
don't
so
know.
much.
Or maybe
Yeah.
just I watched it all the time, so she knew that was one of my favorites. I don't know.
You know, it's funny. Joni yesterday was looking for a photo in her phone, and you must have been back on your Facebook like over a decade. You're looking for a phone
the furthest
photo?
it would go back was 2012.
Okay, so she's back in her 2012
And I'm looking for
photos.
2011.
She's
I
looking for a
just missed
photo,
it.
and she said, okay, I posted this in, was 2013?
What, the photo I was looking for?
No. She found a post from, I think, 2013 that said, do you think differently of me because I'm watching Snow White with nobody younger than myself?
I love Snow White. I literally was watching it by myself.
This was back in, I think, 2013. You said
Probably.
the post was.
Probably.
She's like, oh, how ironic.
I am not above it.
Okay, well, let's
Okay.
go on to our movie this week.
Okay. All right. Well, our movie this week is going to be Rapunzel.
Tangled. Tangled?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Tangled.
Yep. The first appearance was Tangled, which premiered at a theater in Los Angeles on November 14th, 2010, and a general release was the 24th of November, 2010. It's 100 minutes. The budget is $260 million. Box office pulled $592.5 million.
Wow.
I think that's the biggest one. I think that is the biggest one.
That's
it is.
high, but we are later in,
Yeah.
later
Well,
in
yeah. Cost of living, goes up.
Right, but still, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Conceived and proposed by Glenn Keane in 2001. Directors Nathan Greeno and Byron Howard. It's loosely based on the German fairy tale Rapunzel in the collection of folk tales published in 1812 by
The Grimm brothers? Brothers Grimm?
Yes, of course. Her age in the movie is about 17. She's noted as free-spirited, extrovert, and impulsive. She is German, but the film is set in the fictional kingdom of Corona, which has French-like visual elements. But it says that she's German.
Okay.
So kind of offsetting a little bit. Does not list an occupation because she's locked in a tower the whole time.
She is.
She doesn't really, well, she's an artist. She likes to paint. So if I had to give her occupations, I would say she's an artist. She can sew, she can cook, she can do all the things that Pascal gets annoyed with.
I was going to say she's a mother to Pascal.
Yeah, and she's a good hide and seeker. So an animated film that reimagines the classic Rapunzel fairy tale. The story follows Rapunzel, a young princess with long magical hair that has power to heal and grant eternal youth. She's been locked away in a tower by Mother Gothel, who keeps her hidden to maintain her own youth. When a thief named Flynn Rider stumbles into her tower, Rapunzel convinces him to help her escape and see the floating lanterns that she's dreamed of for years. Along the way, they form a bond and uncover the truth about her royal heritage. The film is about self-discovery, adventure, and the power of love. And as we've already stated, her sidekicks are Pascal, Chameleon, and Maximus is actually a horse that belongs to the kingdom, or that, had.
Yeah.
And he's actually after Flynn Rider.
Yep.
So, but they become friendly. She obviously is the daughter of King Frederick and Queen Ariana of Corona. Her spouse becomes, let's see if I can say this last name that they give him, Eugene Flynn Rider Fitzherbert.
Okay, we'll go with it.
Okay. We're just going to call him Eugene. There was a short film follow-up called Tangled Ever After in 2012. There was a TV series titled Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure that ran from 2017 to 2020. And a live-action remake was in development but put on hold indefinitely in April of 2025 due to Snow White not doing so hot.
Yeah, I remember reading about that. Snow White got brutalized by the critics.
Yeah, and I have not watched it. We have not watched it.
No. I've heard a lot of bad reviews about it.
I'm curious.
I like to form my own opinion.
I'm curious what listeners think about it, but yeah. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but it did not do so hot. So they were afraid that
putting Tangled out there would,
yeah. Sometimes you just got to leave the OGs alone.
Yep.
So she does have a child.
Descendants.
You are correct. Ding, ding, ding.
But was
ding.
my timing right?
Yeah, I know. Well, her name is Ruby. And there's also some other children that are fan created that are also, she's got sons and daughters that, some vloggers or bloggers or whatnot or Disney enthusiasts have created them on their own.
Children?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But Ruby is actually in the Descendants. Okay. So that's the notable one. It received 42 nominations and 10 wins altogether. I didn't calculate all of them, but a few are a Saturn Award, 2 Visual Effects Society Awards, Las Vegas Film Critics Society, and an Annie. Lastly, the bonus information, the film employed a unique artistic style by blending together features of CGI and traditional animation while using non-photorealistic rendering to create the impression of a painting. Before the film's release, its title was changed from Rapunzel to Tangled.
I like Tangled.
I do too.
I like the name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the way they got her all tangled in her hair is just absolutely perfect. Reportedly to the market, they changed it because they wanted to be a gender-friendly film. And the film received positive reviews from critics who praised animation, writing, character, and musical score. That's it.
That's it?
That's what I got.
I'm going to add something
There's
here.
Our Rapunzel girl.
This is about Tangled, and don't think this is weird because this is 100% true.
It's your favorite one?
No.
One of them?
Well,
you like
do
Aladdin.
Tangled, but I'm talking about the parks.
Oh.
The Tangled bathrooms at Magic Kingdom. So, of all the bathrooms in all Disney World, If you've never been to the Tangled bathrooms, I suggest you go. They are themed. They're Tangled themed.
Yeah. It's the tower.
Yeah, the tower's behind the bathrooms. And it's between, if you've never been there, it's in Magic Kingdom. It's between like Peter Pan and Haunted Mansion. If you're walking to the Haunted Mansion from Peter Pan, the bathrooms are back in the corner. It's really cool.
It's on the right.
It's on the right.
If you're walking that direction.
There are hidden Pascals all around that whole area. I've only found a couple.
How many do we know? Do we know how many there are?
I don't know how many are hidden over there.
You keep going, and I will look up to see. Because we need to make a game out of that.
Yeah. So the bathrooms are in the men. I can speak from going in the men's room. You go in the men's room, and all the wanted posters that you see in the movie are up in the men's room of Flynn and the other two guys that he originally is with. So, yeah, I know that's kind of weird. You're talking about what bathrooms are cool in Disney World, but those are some cool bathrooms.
I think they're cool, but a bathroom's a bathroom.
I know,
as long as it's not a porta potty, a bathroom's a bathroom. If I gotta go, I gotta go. Okay, so I've got there are 10 hidden Pascals.
10?
Yes.
10 hidden in that whole area.
In the Tangle themed rest area of Magic Kingdom, located in the Fantasy Land near the restrooms. These camouflage chameleon figures blend into the scenery, making them a fun, challenging I Spy game for guests to find. So.
And he blends in for sure.
I have found a couple.
I found one waiting for you, actually, outside the restroom. It was raining. And I looked up, like, it was raining. So I looked up, maybe just look at the sky or whatever, and it caught my eye right away. And it's not easy to find. I don't know how I saw them.
Yeah, well, this says that many blend into flowers, rocks, and greenery. Yep. So look high and look low, because you did find one like up toward a window.
It was up. Yeah, it was up. He was in a window.
Yeah.
Or coming out of a window or something.
It says, here's a couple of little hints. Keep an eye on the detailed scenery, including lampposts, flower baskets, and rock formations.
It was a flower basket outside of a window. That's what it was. Actually.
Subtle hints of color or shape that might belong to one of the many friends. It's a game requiring patience and keen observation to find all 10. So at some point, we're going to go through the whole Smelliphants and the circus part of Fantasyland. We're getting to the end of our time in Fantasyland, but this would be another cute thing that they could do to find the Pascals, just like they do for the Smelliphants.
Like have a map and check them off. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to cheat because there's actually pictures of where they are.
You can, yeah.
But that takes the fun out of it. I'm not even going to look. I just scrolled back up because I don't want to know where they are.
Put your phone down before you start mapping.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm disciplined. I can refrain. So that's what we have for Rapunzel.
That's Tangled.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joni.
Yeah.
This week's tip or trick I think it's very helpful. Well, they're all helpful. But so if you're going to Disney World with toddlers, obviously you're going to take a stroller. You pretty much have 3 options with a stroller. You can take your own. You can rent one from Disney, or you can rent one there's several in the Orlando area you can rent strollers from, and they will drop them off to your resort and pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
My tip is mark your stroller with something.
Yeah.
Whether it be tie a balloon on the handle, which I don't know how much.
I don't recommend the balloons. I know we see it all the time, but you're hitting yourself in the face, the people behind you in the face.
And it's just so unfortunate that you have to consider theft. It's so unfortunate, but it's a very real thing. What we did, we had some tie-dye.
We had tie-dye bandanas.
Tie-dye bandanas, and we tied them to the handle of our strollers. Yep. Because once you park your stroller, you may know exactly where you parked it. It may not be there when you get out.
Yeah, because the cast members will move it to make room. Especially if it's in a spot where it's going to hinder people or traffic.
Yep.
If it's a danger to somebody tripping or...
Yep, they will move them, and they will not tell you they're moving them. It's their job. Don't yell at them. It's their job. They got to keep everybody safe and pathways clear. So mark your, and this is especially true at Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios. That stroller, getting your stroller after that show is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, and we were even parked toward the front.
We were parked in a pretty good spot, and it was still a nightmare. But yeah, just put something identifying on your stroller.
Yeah.
So you can find it easily or more easy than you would be able to without it.
Yeah. Well, and we've seen people just as a general, like we left backpacks in there. We never had anything taken.
No.
We were leery at times.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it again. I don't know why we did that.
Well, we did it. We took the kids' backpacks so that they would have something to do while they were waiting in
I don't
line.
know why we left them in the strollers, because we did that a few times, and I think we got extremely lucky.
I think we were actually kind of worried though
We were.
at some point. But people leave their popcorn buckets and different things like that. But and another thing I would suggest, when we rented, for an extra cost, you could get the cover.
The rain cover.
The rain cover.
Yep.
What was like $5 or
$3
$7
or something? Yeah, something
super
very,
inexpensive.
very
Just
cheap.
Get it.
Yeah, because we rented from an outside company that delivered to the resort. Like I said, you can rent from Disney, and it's fine. They don't look very comfortable for a child.
They're like harder plastic.
They're plastic.
They look more spacious.
They look spacious, but then there's no storage on them.
There's no storage, and they're wider rather than
they're wide. And they don't look very comfortable. Yeah, I mean, they're fine if that's what you want to do. And they're
if you got a 15-year-old that wants to ride in a stroller, it's great for them.
But we found it cheaper to rent from an outside company and have it delivered for the week than it would have been renting one from Disney every day we needed it.
But we did because it does rain daily. We did get the
rain covers.
The rain cover, also just to keep it dry so your kiddos aren't sitting in
puddles,
wet soggies, and your stuff's not all getting wet. Because we had change of clothes in there because of the fireworks.
Yep.
In case anybody got chilly, blankets to sit on, different things like that. Popcorn, we don't want soggy, wet popcorn. But another thing about those pickup places for the strollers, what do you suggest if they have an early flight out and they have to be there?
We had,
and that's why I'm saying it, because you have to be there to release your stroller to the pickup. But if you're leaving the resort at 5, 6 in the morning,
and we left Pop, I think at 4:00 in the morning. What we did, I was in communication with the company. And I told them my situation. They said, no problem. Leave it with Bell Services.
Okay. So there's that tip on that. So even though it says you must be present to return it,
just talk to them.
You just have to keep the communication and they'll okay it for you. You just got to let them know.
Yep. Just don't assume. Yeah. Don't just leave it with Bell Services and assume because you may get a bill for a stroller. So
yeah, they might think you ran off with it.
All right. Well, that's our show for this week. If you like our show, make sure you rate and subscribe. That helps us out and that helps us get our show listened to by more Disney fans. You can follow us on Facebook at Main Street Talk. The Facebook group is Disney World's Tips and Talk. Our Instagram is Main Street Talk Podcast. Our website is at mainstreettalkpod.com. That is where our home base is. That's where all the links are. We are affiliates of the Magic Candle Company. The link is on the website. You can use the code Main Street Talk at checkout for 15% off your entire order. And you can contact me for any of your Disney vacations, especially that Disney cruise, 40% off, or the new Florida discounts. nick.garcia@academytravel.com. So we will be back next week with...
Well, I'm going to stop you because I'm going to do something that you're unaware of.
Oh, no.
I think in lieu of Gino's passing...
Okay.
That we have to have something that's extra exciting.
Okay.
So we're going to do a poster.
We're doing a poster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do a poster.
Okay.
Brighten things up.
Okay, let me get the sheet up.
Okay.
This is blindsiding me here.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I just think we need to have a happy moment in memory of
Gino. Okay. All right. I am ready when you are. Do you have the wheel
I'm spinning. It's already going.
Okay. Oh, okay. Spin.
Okay. Looks like we've got 36.
36.
Yep.
That's our friend Seth.
Seth, you're kidding.
No, that's our friend Seth that was on the show a few episodes ago. Seth, congratulations. Yeah. You have won a growth chart poster.
This was not planned,
No, this
guys.
was not planned at all.
We actually, at one time when Seth came on, I had said something about having Seth spin our wheel for us, but we didn't want anyone to think that
wanted full transparency.
Yes. So. And although I'm not keen enough to know how to manipulate something like that, I suppose there are some out there that do. So just to keep it fair and whatnot, we just want it because we said at that time, well, what if Seth draws his own name or spins his own name?
That's not going to look good.
So anyway, here you go, Seth. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations, Seth. We will be emailing you very soon. And
texting you.
Or texting you. Yeah. All right. Well, we will be back next week with more news and more tips and more movies and rides. So until then, we will talk to you real soon.
Bye, everyone.